Oh my goodness. Wizards of the Coast dumped a lot, and I mean a lot, of rare and mythics on us just over the last 48 hours, really. But today they even dumped a whole ton more of rares on us, as well as some mythics. I'm going to cover some commons, just some, and a couple uncommons as well. Let's get into this very vibrant, colorful set this is becoming. So we have Essence Scatter, which is back. What a great time to be alive, but what a great time to bring Essence Scatter back. Yeah, counter target creature spell. A lot of large monstrosities out there running around, and this will just counter easy peasy. Phase Dolphin's a 3-drop. When Phase Dolphin attacks, another target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn. So 1/4. Yeah, it's always great to make something unblockable. There you have it. Then we have General Kudrow of Dread. This is a mythic in Orzhov colors. 1 colorless, yeah, a white or black. Legendary creature, human soldier, mythic. Other humans you control get +1/+1. As if humans needed another huge threat. This is definitely a threatening card. Whenever General Kudrow of Dread or another human enters the battlefield of your control, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. That could be pretty good. For Deuce, sacrifice 2 humans. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Very powerful ability there. Don't get it wrong, especially if you got some little crappy little cards out, or crappy little humans out there that aren't doing a whole lot. They're not going to get through and take down this monstrous 8/8 or whatever's on the opponent's battlefield. You just go ahead and sacrifice 2 humans, whip it at them. There you go. And he's on a 3/3 body. I do like Kudrow of Dread. It's a pretty powerful card. Then we have Chittering Harvester and Skull Prophet. On the left here, we have Mr. Chittering Harvester. He's a nightmare for 6. Mutate, it's an uncommon. Mutate for 5, I'm sorry. And then whenever this creature mutates, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Not too bad. I don't think this is going to see a heck ton of play, though. In the right build, the right shell, of course, yeah, it wouldn't be too bad, but just, it's not that impressive. Then we have Skull Prophet, which is Golgari colors, just for 2. Creature Human Druid, uncommon. It's a 3/1 body. You tap it, you add either a black or green mana to your mana pool, and then put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. This actually is a card that could probably be put to really good use in some Golgari builds that want to get stuff in the graveyard and cheat things on the battlefield by playing them for dirt cheap from their graveyard. This Skull Prophet, I think, will see quite a bit of play in those kind of strategies. Pretty neat. Then we have Mass Destruction. That's right. Or Massen Asun Turbin. It's another language. But I did break it down for you guys. Choose odd or even. Exile all creatures with converted mana cost of the chosen value. 0 is even. That's pretty nuts. Choose odd or even. Exile all creatures with converted mana cost of the chosen value. 0 is even. So there you have it. Pretty powerful card. Good old Hexery. Yeah, this is a sorcery, guys. And it's for 4 in black. There you have it. It's also a rare. Pretty cool card. Good to see some more removal. Then we have Neutralized and Boon of the Wishgiver. For 3 on the left in blue, instant counter target spell with cycling for Deuce. That's great. Any cycling deck that is running blue, and also control is definitely going to run a Neutralize. Boon of the Wishgiver is a 6-drop. Draw 4 cards, and then cycling for 1. For 1, discard this card. Draw a card. Cycling decks, there you go. 4 cards to draw is pretty big. And the fact that the cycling cost is only 1, I do believe this card will see a bit of play. Then we have Drannith Magistrate. Get a load of this guy. This guy's fun. For 2, Human Wizard. Your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. I'm going to tell you right now, cards like this are going to be just phenomenal in other formats as well, especially like Modern, and Pioneer and stuff, where you really want to focus on a specific shutdown from your sideboard, to your opponent's decks, and this is a great way to shut down some stuff, So Drannith Magistrate is going to see a bit of play. How much play is going to see in Standard? It's yet to be determined. Then we have Mythos of Vedrak. That's right, 4-drop. This is a cycle with these Mythos. Yeah, you'll see in a moment here. So sorcery, Mythos of Vedrak deals 5 damage, divide as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. If the blue and white was spent to cast this spell until your next turn, those permanents can't attack or block, and their activated abilities can't be activated. I do like this. I think it's very powerful. I would have loved to have seen it on an instant, but a sorcery nonetheless. Still a powerful card. I do believe this is going to see a bit of play, especially in the right build that utilizes the Azorius colors. There you have it. Then we have Flourishing Fox. Get a load of this guy. There's not much to get a load of, guys. Whenever you cycle another card, put a +1/+1 counter on Flourishing Fox. It has cycling for 1. So yeah, for 1, discard this card, draw a card. And again, cycling decks, it would like it, if you're using white. It's a 1/1 Fox, but it gets a little bigger, You put counters on it, not just +1/+1 until end of turn. Yeah, we all know that kind of stinks. But Flourishing Fox might see some play. Channeled Force is a 4-drop. Additional cost to cast this spell, discard X cards. And that's right, you heard correct. Target player draws X cards. Channeled Force deals X damage to up to 1 target creature planeswalker. It is 4 to cast this, or to play this spell. It's an instant, uncommon. I think that's pretty cool. 4 is, I don't think 4 is too steep. I think it's just right. If it was any less, I think it could be, a bit unfair advantage, playing a card like this for 3. But not bad as it is going to just love that. Then we have Quartz Forest Crusher. By the way, you guys are going to see cards here that you're not going to see on other channels. So that's something you want to keep in mind because I'm getting the spoilers, breaking them down, all that good stuff, and also some leaks. Other people I know just aren't going to show yet because they want to wait till the right time to show those leaks, but I'm just going to show them now. Here's Quartz Forest Crusher. That's right. Big boy with the trample. I know, it's crazy. 6/6. Listen to this ability. Imagine this on a creature from back in Vintage time. Like when that was not even called Vintage, it was just, hey, want to play some Magic? In the beginning of Magic. Imagine this on a creature. Trample. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with trample, I'm sorry, I missed a P there, guys. Please, I'm sorry. Deal trample. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal trample, with trample deal combat damage to a player, create an XX green dinosaur beast with trample, where X is the damage dealt to that player. If you're really trying to run somebody over, this is like the ultimate stampede right here. You just keep on just destroying them with bigger and bigger creatures. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage to a player, you're creating a creature that large with trample. Talk about like an endless force. If only board wipes didn't exist, creatures would run the multiverse. I'm just saying that would happen. Very cool card, and it's a 6/6, and it's a great way to stay in shape. Powerful, and it's only 5 to cast in Gruul colors. Pretty neat, man. I like that card. Then we have Dire Tactics and Proud Wild Bonda. This guy and his strange pet he has. Dire Tactics, good card. It's in Orzhov colors, instant. So for 2, exile target creature. If you don't control a human, you lose life equal to that creature's toughness. So you probably want to be running humans in this. Otherwise, or maybe just a life gain deck. But then again, humans probably are up in that piece too. It's hard to say. I would just fit this in wherever Orzhov can fit in. Definitely a sideboard card for sure, if nothing else. But I'm sure this will see some main board play. Proud Wild Bonder is in Gruul colors, creature, human, warrior. Trample, creatures you control with trample you may have this creature assign its combat damage as though it weren't blocked. Oh my god. That's pretty nasty. You're going to be dealing some crazy damage to your opponent. This guy, I'm sure, will be seeing some play. He's a 4-drop though. It's hard to say. You really need to, for any of these decks, like Gruul and all that, you either got to come off really quick, with Gruul and win or smash through, or use pump spells and stuff. But also, another aspect, you're going large, but you're going to need a lot of card draw, all right? Card draw is what makes these kind of builds successful. We've seen it in the past before, it just is what it is. Card draw makes any kind of deck successful, but in the meta we're in right now, you need a lot of card draw because it's a lot of things that are going to take out your creatures if you're trying to run a Gruul strategy, so hopefully we see something that really accelerates the card draw for Gruul. Now we're on to a mythic. Nathroi, Apex of Death. Get a load of this guy. Legendary creature, Cat Nightmare Beast. It's got that mutate. A nasty 7 for the mutate with some hybrid casting cost of Celestia. Interesting indeed. 2 black to punt. So, it has Death Touch and Lifelink. Wow. That enough gives me a little chub. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. The problem is that mutate cost is pretty expensive. I'm not going to lie. However, if you can pay 7, and let's say you just milled yourself a whole bunch of times, you milled yourself a whole bunch of times using that one other card that actually can help out this kind of build, ramp it up, guess what? You're going to get to that point where you're going to be able to drop a bunch of your creatures on the battlefield relatively quickly. I can see that being a strategy already with that Golgari card and this in conjunction. These two are going to be best friends. Hooray, because they ramp and help each other. All right, and then, you're going to be dumping and pumping. But what a massive card. Like, seriously? Cat Nightmare Beast, you got the Death Touch and Lifelink. So even if you go up against like a 2020 Ajani, which I'm sure we're going to see stuff like that, as long as it doesn't have flying, you'll be okay. You take it out with this thing, Death Touch. Boom, it's gone, And you can also bring this stuff back, which I think is just nutty. If you cast a spell for its mutate cost, put it over or under target non-human creature you own. Oh, only if it has that linked with it with the mutate, you could bring it back. Sorry, you can't bring this thing back again and again, guys. But you can mutate it again and again. Pretty neat stuff. Then we have Gem Razor. He's got the mutate for 4. I love this. It's a very simple creature. It's got the mutate ability on it, which a lot of people are saying is just like Bestow, but more complicated. Kinda. Not exactly, but kinda. Gem Razor is a 4-drop beast with the mutate for 3. Reach and Trample. This is all green, baby. Reach and Trample on a 4/4 body. That's sweet. Not only that, but whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. That is a really, really solid creature for 4. Very, 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 very cool. I like it. It's got everything you would want and more. It can take something out. It can block threats in the sky, and it can run over creatures. And on top of that, it can mutate. That's a lot of good stuff right there. I'm not sure how much play it's going to see because right now, 4 drops in green, we got a lot of really good stuff. But this is another really, really cool card. Maybe like a sideboard, maybe, because of the reach on it, I don't know, we'll see. Now we have Glowstone Recluse and Cavern Whisperer. On the left here, Glowstone Recluse is 3, 2 colorless and a green. Creature Spider, uncommon. It's got mutate for 4. Also with reach, on a 2/3 body. Whenever this creature mutates, put 2, not 1, 2 +1/+1 counters on it. That's not bad. This is actually a pretty solid card, especially for your limited and sealed stuff. That's going to be pretty good. Cavern Whisperer is a 5-drop nightmare common with the mutate for 4. It has Menace. And also, I hope this clears some things up for you guys. When this creature mutates, no, this is not it. It's not even this card, is it? It's another card. We're going to get to it, though. It clears up some stuff. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent discards a card. Pretty cool. Nothing too crazy there. Pretty basic. We're going to get to it at some point, though. But it actually clears up some things that a lot of people had questions about. Yadaro, Wandering Monster, is a 7-drop. Legendary creature, Dinosaur Turtle. With Trample and Haste. When did a friggin' turtle have haste? I'll tell you when. When it breeded with a dinosaur. That's what happened. It's got cycling for 2. When you cycle Yadaro, Wandering Monster, shuffle it into your library from your graveyard. If you cycled a card named Yadaro, Wandering Monster 4 or more times this game, put it onto the battlefield from your graveyard instead. Do this before you draw. I like that it says that. Do this before you draw. It's an 8/8. I think that's pretty cool because you can get this essentially onto the field for nothing. And it has Trample and Haste for nothing. An 8/8 with Trample and Haste for nothing. Just because you like to cycle a lot. I guess if you can really cycle the crap out of this thing, pretty interesting. Another interesting, you got to keep like a counter or like a die on the side just to keep track of how many times you cycle this thing. Pretty cool card though. I do like it. Big boy. Then we have Everquill, Phoenix in red, 4. 2 colorless and 2 red mana. Creature Phoenix, it is a rare, mutate for 4, and it has flying. Get a load of this Phoenix. Not too bad. Not as good as the Rekindling Phoenix, but similar in some aspects nonetheless. Flying. Whenever this creature mutates, create a red artifact token named Feather with 1. For 1, sacrifice Feather, return target Phoenix card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't read all of that, my friends. Return target Phoenix card. Not this Phoenix, but any Phoenix you're going to return from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. That is some scary action right there in the right build, especially outside of standard. I'm not sure how much play this could possibly see, but it could see a lot of play and win some games. I like that. You could bring back any kind of Phoenix. Wow. I'm just having an epiphany. I'm going to build some stupid crazy decks in Modern. Okay, that's a really cool card. Everquill Phoenix. Not sure how great it's going to be in Standard, but I believe it will see some play, guys. Dirge Bat. We got the old Dirge Bat for 4. Creature Bat. Mutate for 6. To mutate this thing, it costs 6. That's pretty steep, man. It does have flash, and it has flying. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. I think now we understand why the mutate cost is so ridiculously high. Wow. That makes a lot of sense now. Get a load of this hair, guys. I'm just saying, a little side, wow. I have not gone for a haircut because all the barber shops are closed. So if anyone's in the Cleveland, Ohio area and wants to give me a haircut, by all means, let me know, because I am starting to look frumpy McDumpy. All right. Moving along, though. Pretty cool card. Very powerful. But, yeah, the mutate's a bit up there. Then we have Call of the Death Dweller. And General's Enforcer. I like General's Enforcer. Pretty cool card. Call of the Death Dweller. It's an uncommon for 3. I haven't even read this one yet. Return up to 2 target creature cards with total converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Put a death touch counter on either of them. Then put a menace counter on either of them. It doesn't say it on this card. We're probably going to get to it soon, but people were like, just because it has a flying counter on it doesn't mean it has flying. Yes, actually it does. Just because it has a menace counter on it doesn't mean it has menace. Yes, actually it does mean it does mean exactly that. It does have menace if it has a menace counter on it. So I wanted to clear that up for everyone. Same with death touch and any other thing. If it has that kind of counter on it, it has that ability. It's that simple, okay? There was some confusion with that. Then General's Enforcer. It's okay. Magic is a very confusing thing, guys. Trust me. I've made a billion mistakes myself. I probably made a mistake in this video somewhere. If you can spot it, I'll give you a candy bar, and I'll hit the bell for you. I know some of you are missing that. General's Enforcer for Deuce in Orzhov colors. Legendary humans you control have indestructible. Legendary humans you control have make me a sandwich woman. That's pretty powerful, man. Legendary humans only, though. You cannot destroy them. That's. I'm sorry. You can exile them. You can't destroy them. For 4, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. More stubborn than Drannith's walls. I guess Drannith has some really powerful walls, huh? All right, pretty cool card in the uncommon slot. Then we have Mythos of Nethroi for 3. All right. Whoa, look at this thing, man. It is literally eating humans. Are you guys getting this? It is literally, look at that. Look at it, it's in the belly. I ate you, you're gone. That is insanity. All right, so for 3, instant in black, 2 colorless, 1 black mana. Destroy target non-land permanent. This one's a little weird how they word things. Destroy target non-land permanent if it's a creature. Or if 2, the Celestia colors, was spent to cast this spell. I don't understand why they went that far with this. Or, okay, so I guess, why wouldn't they say destroy target? Okay, I guess they had to put that non-land permanent if it's a creature. Destroy target non-land permanent if it's a creature. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Doesn't that seem like they're putting text on there that's not necessary? Am I missing something here? Destroy target non-land permanent if it's a creature. Or if the Celestia was spent to cast this spell. Just really odd they would like word like that. If someone wants to clear this up for me, this is one of those examples where I'm missing something. I guess there's just too much text in there. I just don't understand. Destroy target non-land permanent if it's a creature. What? Why would you put that on there? Why not just destroy target non-land permanent if it's a creature? What? Okay, I'm confused with that one. Someone break that down for me. By all means, I'd love to hear about it. Cheville, Bane of Monsters. This is a big boy, man. Deuce drop in Golgari. That's it, man. Legendary creature, human rogue, Death Touch. He's on a 1/3 body. At the beginning of your upkeep, if your opponents control no permanents with bounty counters on them, put a bounty counter on target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls with a bounty counter on it dies, you gain 3 life and draw a card. That is pretty freaking sweet, man. That's a bell ringer. That's probably going to be a more powerful. Yeah, that's probably going to be a more powerful, a more pricey card right there. Whenever a permanent opponent controls with bounty counter on it dies, you gain 3 life and draw a card. I mean, that is powerful. Power. It's all about the power, man. Human rogue, and I like that he's a rogue as well, because rogues are really good. When you go rogue, once you go rogue in Magic, you become a powerful card. All right, let's just throw that out there. There's a lot of very powerful rogues. I don't know if you guys have realized that. But yeah, once you go rogue, you're the bomb. All right, moving along. Mythos of Snapdax. I told you we had a lot of cards to cover today, guys. 4-drop sorcery. Each player chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents they control, then sacrifices the rest. If Rakdos was spent to cast this spell, you choose the permanents for each player instead. What kind of crazy trickery is the Tiger King running from behind bars? This is insanity. You can see he's unleashed his tigery fury upon the city, guys. This is not good. The peasants, is that like a flame wave? Are they getting caught up in the flame? Like, look at this. He fell over. He's on fire. That is, just take a look at this, though. Look at these people. This guy's like, ah! Like the tiger, it has like this crazy haste ability that doesn't even exist, but they're all caught up in this flame wave. Like they're all burning. Man, that's no thanks. I don't know what's all going on there, but fun card nonetheless. All right, then we have Ketria, Crystal, and Savai Crystal. Savai, whatever, I don't care, dude. 3 for each. There you go. This is a cycle. We are going to see 5 of these in total here. This is 2 of them. There are more. I just didn't care to put them on the screen for you guys. I mean, I guess the artwork's pretty cool. The one artwork was pretty cool. I should have put it up. But here they are. You pay 3, and then you can tap it, and you can add either a green, blue, or a red. Same is true for the other crystal over here. You tap it, you can add a red, white, or black. And they both have cycling for 2. Discard this card, draw a card. Not too bad. Pretty legit. Interesting to see that. Death's Oasis. This is a 3-drop enchantment, white, black, and green. Watch out. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, put the top... Remember, whenever a non-token creature you control dies, so it has to be non-token, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then return a creature card with lesser converted mana cost than that creature that died from your graveyard to your hand. Not bad. For 1, sacrifice Death's Oasis. You gain life equal to the greatest converted mana cost among creatures you control. This could be a great little, maybe control kind of spiel, or, probably not even control. Again, it's Golgari. You're going to be playing with your graveyard. You're going to be trying to get things in there, trying to get things out of there. You're going to benefit from the things you'd get in and get out of the graveyard. I like this card. Death's Oasis is pretty cool. Labyrinth Raptor. This is a Deuce Drop in Rakdos. If you guys are still with me, by all means, give me a skadoosh in the comments. It's a long video. It's a Deuce Drop in Rakdos colors. Nightmare Dinosaur. Menace. Whenever a creature you control with Menace becomes blocked, defending player sacrifices a creature blocking it. That's a great way to clear up the Menace stuff, man. That's a great way to get through and really punch through on your opponent, because they got to sack something. I like that. For Deuce, creatures you control with Menace get +1/+0 until end of turn. That is a pump. And he's on a 2/2. You can pump that endless amounts of times. Pretty powerful little card there. I do like that. If you're going the Menace route, yeah, you definitely want this sucker on your field. I love that dinosaurs are back. Anybody else? I am so happy dinosaurs are back, man. All right, here's King Kong. All right, Kugla, the Titan Ape. 6-drop, 3 of which are green. Legendary creature ape. It has a rarity symbol. When Kugla the Titan Ape enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Pretty interesting. We already have a card that does this, so everyone knows. Whenever Kugla attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. It's pretty big. For deuce, return target human you control to its owner's hand. Kugla gains indestructible until end of turn. Love the flavor on this card. Everything about that is really, really cool. This is something that a King Kong kind of monster would do. I guess they didn't get the rights for King Kong, unless maybe they did. Maybe they did get the rights for King Kong, you know, and we're going to see it like on the alternate version of it or something. I don't know. You would imagine so, though, huh? This seems like a really cool card. I hope Mono Green can actually punch through, though. I really hope Mono Green has a chance this time. Voracious Great Shark is a 5-drop shark flash. When Voracious Great Shark enters the battlefield, counter target artifact or creature spell, 5/4. So there is a creature you would want to run in blue. Especially if your opponent is running artifacts or creatures. Great sideboard card, I would imagine. And the flash, man. Yeah, that makes it all the more awesome. It has to have flash in order to counter something, though. But yeah, Voracious Great Shark, 5-drop. Very, very cool card. Whatever happened to Megalodon? Do we have a Megalodon in Magic? Does anyone know? Is there a Megalodon? And it should be really, really powerful. When I picture Megalodon, I picture something like this, you know, but they called it Voracious Great Shark, you know. And it's just a shark. It's not like bred with anything else, you know. They didn't put it through the splice machine. Kalasafication. This is where things get out of control. I have to do this. You have to do this. You want to do this. You want to build your fling/thud deck. What fling is you sacrifice a creature and you pick a target, and whatever you target, whichever you sacrificed, it deals that much damage equal to its power to that target. So if you have a 10/10 creature, you sacrifice your 10/10 creature, and you just whip it at your opponent's face, basically, for 2. Kalasafication is a 7-drop enchantment aura. Enchant creature. When Kalasafication enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +20/+20. Wow. That's seriously a whole lot, baby. +20/+20. That's a lot. You can end the game on spot with that. A lot of people don't have life gain decks. They might gain a little bit of life, but this thing will ensure. Plus, your creature also has some other stats on it as well, I'm sure. It's maybe a 3/3 or a 4/4 or 5. Who cares? This thing destroys. You just fling it. You know what would really stink? If it was countered, but it's pretty cool. I have to build a deck like that with that strategy. Really, really sweet. Lastly, we have King Caesar, Awoken Titan. You thought we were done with the mythics? Joey Moss saved it for last, baby. This is a 4-drop. Red, white, black, and colorless. Mutate for 2 hybrid Rakdos and 2 plains, or 2 white mana. Double strike. It's at a 3/5. Whenever this creature mutates, it deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls, and you gain 4 life. I think we may have covered this one yesterday, but I just wanted to cover it again because it is super de-duper awesome. Whenever this creature mutates, it deals 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker opponent controls, and you gain 4 life. Very scary, very, very scary threat out there, guys. We'll see a heck ton of play. A lot of powerful cards. As long as it's watch Mono Red just run through everything like in this format. I really hope they don't. But there is your spoilers for today. Wow. If you enjoyed this video, by all means, share it with somebody. Share it with somebody. Share it with your mom. Share it with the girl that made me a sandwich. You know, share it with somebody. It would definitely mean a lot. But also, let me know your thoughts. If you do enjoy my videos, you know, just say something. Like, say what's up. You know, I'll comment. I'll respond to some people out there, I swear. I promise you guys. And just let me know your thoughts out there. I'm really interested to hear how everyone thinks what's going on with the IKORIA set. Like, is there anything you're confused about? Let's try to get that out of the air. Because there's something I was confused about, you know. If there is something you're confused about, by all means, let us know. But that is the entirety of it, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Look at all the cards we went over today. That is nutty. That Phoenix, though, that one stands out. Whole ton of cards. Wow. It's hard to believe we went over this many cards just now. There it is. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. On the way out, hit the like button. I do appreciate it. Check out these other videos. Skadink, skadink, skadoosh.